Are you sick of long drawn out Lightroom tutorials? I'm not going to do that to you. In today's video, we'll talk about the Generative Repair Tool in Lightroom Classic, how to use it, and whether or not it's a useful tool. Okay, so we're going to edit this photo right here, and we're going to see how the Generative Repair Tool handles getting rid of all the people in this photo except for my two kids. Let's give it a shot. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here to the Remove tool. Right there. I'm going to click that, and then I'm going to click the remove icon again, right there. Okay, now I can change the size of my brush here. I want it about that size right there. Okay, so now that I've chosen the size of my brush, I'm going to start painting. I always want to paint a little bit larger than what I'm trying to remove. So here's this group of people over in the corner. I'm going to go around them like this. Get a little bit of the ground in there, and there. Then I'm going to get this guy right here. Now, as you can see, I've created two separate masks so far. Lightroom will handle each mask separately. I mean, it'll do the operation all at once, but if I want to edit the masks later, then they'll be separate. So we have two here. We'll just do that whole thing. Oops. Okay. Oh, a little more in the middle here. Okay. Now, these add and subtract icons here, all this means is if you click add, you can add to this mask. And if you click subtract, then when you start painting, you will be subtracting from the mask. Easy. So let me fix this big mistake I just made. Okay. There we go. Now I'm going to click remove. Lightroom is going to do its thing. So, as Lightroom works, it's going to give me three variations. Here's my first variation. That's not bad. I'm going to click remove here, and look, that's not a bad result. The person's gone, the ground looks pretty natural, but we can look at the other variations that Lightroom is giving us. So I'm going to click this little black icon right here, and then I can come over here and I can change which variation. This is variation 1 of 3. Here's variation 2 of 3. And variation 3 of 3. And as you can see, it's only covering this mask here. There's still another mask here. So I'm going to go with variation 2 right there. I like that. Okay. Then I'm going to click this little black icon right here, and I'm going to look at the different variations offered. Here's variation 1, here's variation 2, nah, here's variation 3, not bad. If I don't like any of these three variations, I can click generate, and Lightroom will give me 3 new variations. Okay, there's my first new variation, my second one, and my third one. I'm going to go with the second one here. I think that's pretty effective. But wait, there's a lady behind my kid's leg. Can we get rid of this lady? Let's go ahead and click this icon again, the remove icon, right under the histogram. Then make sure this icon here is selected. Again, this icon is called remove, and it matches the previous icon that is also called remove. Makes sense. Okay, now I'm going to choose the size of my brush, and I want it to be just a bit smaller. And then I'm going to brush this area. Okay, here we go. Always make it a little bit bigger than what you're trying to remove, because Lightroom will detect edges. Okay. Now what I'm hoping Lightroom will do is put grass back there. Let's see when I click remove. And look at that. I'm so happy with that result, I'm not even going to look at another one. So I'm going to click the remove icon to get rid of the mask there. And look at that. Very nice. Wow, I'm impressed so far. But now I want to get rid of these people over here on the left. This woman, all these people back here, this guy, and these people over here. Let's see how the Generative Repair Tool handles this task. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is zoom in on this area over here. I think I'm going to go about, let's try 50%. Okay. That's perfect. So now I'm going to choose the remove icon here, and then the remove icon again, and then I will adjust the size of my brush. Go a little bit bigger here. Okay, let's try that. And then we'll start here. Go around this woman here and her purse. Oop, cover a little bit more than you're trying to remove always. Also, another tip is to make sure you cover the shadows that the item remakes, if there are any to remove. Okay. Okay. So there we go. I've gotten rid of the woman. Now I'm going to start a new mask here around these folks. Okay, make sure these shoes are removed. And we can leave the rock here, that's fine. Okay, let's see how Lightroom is going to handle this task. I'm going to click remove now. Okay, there's variation 1. Let's check it out. I'm going to click the remove icon to get rid of that mask outline. That looks pretty impressive to me, to be honest with you. I'm going to zoom out. Look at that. But let's look at the other versions. I'm going to click the remove icon again. Make sure the remove icon is highlighted again here. And then I'm going to click this little black icon right here. And I'm going to look at the other options. Here's variation 1. Here's variation 2. I actually like that. Variation 1 is a bit busier. Variation 2 is a little cleaner. And then variation 3. I'm going to go with variation 2. I like it. Now I'm going to click this little black icon and highlight this mask and look at the different variations. This is variation 1, which I like. Here's 2. Here's 3. I think I like 1 the best. I'm going to stick with 1. So look at that. That's absolutely incredible. Here's the original picture. And here's what I just did with the Generative Repair Tool. I'm blown away with that. But I'm not done with this photo. Let's just do a little bit more. Let's make it a black and white photo for fun. We'll do a preset over here on the left. And then let's just take the highlights down a little, because that's just a little much for me. Let's crop slightly, but not a lot. I like the blooms up on the top. Okay, that's a cool photo. That's a cool photo. Let's sharpen it just a bit. I think that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and mask that sharpen by holding down Alt and sliding this little masking slider. So now we're only sharpening their faces, their hair, their jackets. Perfect. We don't want to add noise into parts of the photo that we don't need to, right? Okay, I like this photo a lot. It's completely different than that. Look at that. So to say that I'm a big fan of the Generative Repair Tool in Lightroom Classic would be an understatement. I hope this video helped you out. If it did, please subscribe.